Hello everybody, Kevin here, Raf3094, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're all going to be discussing the ongoing October update and what games we're going to be playing, as well as some special events we're going to be planning on doing, as well as why I took a few days off at the end of September. So without further ado, let's get this started. So as you know, it is October, so we know Halloween is going to be coming, not anytime soon, but near the end of the month, so you know what that means. Spooky games are coming back into the channel, and it has been a very long time since I played any scary games, and I've been kind of want to play some scary games again. So we're going to be checking out a few scary games that I wanted to check out, and the first in my list is The Bridge Cursed Road to Salvation, which is a Taiwanese horror game, which I haven't really played too much horror game, based in the Taiwanese, folklore and all that stuff. There was a few games that was based on Taiwanese folklore. There was Detention, and there was another one, but I think that one is not available to sell on Steam. I'm gonna have to check a look at my list. Devotion, got Devotion and Detention, also Taiwanese horror games. I probably will check those games out, but I think at the moment you cannot buy Devotion. There's been some controversy going on with mainland China and Taiwan, and I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on with that game, to the point that the game is not. You can't really buy that game, unfortunately. I think GOG attempted to bring it back, for sale, but that was also canned too. So I have no idea when that game is going to come back and just, to the main, platform of Steam, GOG, etc. But I will probably check it out, considering it is one of those rare games to probably never be able to play. And I heard it's pretty good, so we might check out either Devotion or Detention, but for sure we're all going to be checking out The Bridge Cursed Road to Salvation, because that is not by the same developer, but it's also based on Taiwanese horror. So and this game is specifically a lot newer too, so it looks a little bit nicer, and the scares look pretty spooky. So I definitely want to check this game out and to see if it's really worth the while, and it's probably a short game as well. But hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Another game I also want to come back to is The Evil Within. Now, I have played this game maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and I did a playthrough on it, but unfortunately I didn't really have the time to play any more Evil Within, so I just kind of stopped the playthrough, mid playthrough, and I think I recorded that probably in, I don't know, I think 2019. I'm gonna check real quick. Okay, so 2019 was the last time I played the game, so it's not too far off, but I only made 2 parts of the video. I might end up continuing on that playthrough potentially, but I don't know. We might just start a whole completely new playthrough, start from scratch, play on the hardest difficulty, not Akumo, because Akumo's one shot kill for your character, and I'm not going to be able to beat the game in one shot. So we're probably going to play at least probably on hard mode, at least, which is, I think it's called Nightmare mode. So we'll check that one out, and we'll see how it goes, because The Evil Within, in my opinion, is definitely a hugely underrated game, and also, in my opinion, is a spiritual successor to Resident Evil 4, because it's directed by none other than Shinji Mikami, and you already know him. He's pretty much the father of the Resident Evil franchise, and with him directing this game, it pretty much it has a nostalgic feel when you play the game. It feels very familiar, to the point that this feels like Resident Evil, but it is an own new IP. And cannot wait to come back to The Evil Within, because I have yet to check out the DLCs that came out with it a long time ago. So once we beat the main game, we're going to check out the DLC and maybe move on to part 2 as well, because I have not played 2. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to The Evil Within. I might record this, I might not record this, but it's another scary game I want to check it too, called Martha is Dead. Now, there is a lot of stuff in there that might get me age restricted on YouTube, or it might even completely block my video in general, because consider how disturbing the game can be. But yeah, I kind of want to check out Martha is Dead. I'll probably leave a description advice and all that. There's gonna be some disturbing stuff that you're gonna probably see in the game, but I kind of want to check the game out. It looks pretty cool. It looks very photorealistic, extremely beautiful looking game. But although it probably is one of those walking sim games, so not too much action going on, but that's another game in my list I might want to check out. I might not, considering that, you know, there's a lot of disturbing stuff in there that might not be appropriate for YouTube, but you know, some YouTubers already uploaded it uncensored, so I might just go all in for it regardless. But like I said, it looks pretty interesting. Not sure I will probably play through the whole game. Probably will, considering it's probably short, but yeah, it's probably one of those, you know, nice and short, sweet game, and hopefully it delivers a good conclusion, a good finale, to the point it's worth, you know, playing through the whole game. Another game I wanted to come back to is also Blurred Rain Terminal Cut. Now, I played this a few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago. I'm gonna check real quick, but yeah, Blurred Rain surprisingly kind of surprised me, considering how old the game is. It plays surprisingly well for an old game. Now, granted, this is the Terminal Cut edition, so it is remastered. The controls are also remastered as well, and the game is designed to run on modern system as well. So maybe that's why the game was a little bit better, you know, than intended. But you know, it is an old game, so there are some jankiness to it. But so far, I am really liking it. Not sure how I feel about the game. Like I said, I haven't really played too much, but so far it seems pretty decent, and looks like we're all going to be after the Louisiana accident, we're going back in time, I think, to fight the Nazis, try to experiment with, you know, vampires, mutation, and zombies and stuff as well. So interesting standing that you're going to be going back against the Nazis, because the Nazi apparently has like an operation going on in Louisiana. So games looks like it's going to be pretty damn crazy. Definitely has a Wolfenstein vibe to it. And cannot wait to checking out the full game, because I think I'm gonna have a blast with that game. And you know, it is October, and you already know what's coming out on October 28th, and that is, of course, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now, I have been looking forward to this game for a long time, and I have played the beta that came out a few days ago, and for the most part, I like the beta, but I think they do definitely need to change some things in there to make it more playable, because, like I said, the camping in Modern Warfare 2 is a lot stronger now compared to what it was back in 2019. So I think they're all gonna do some adjustment. They did got all the feedback. Hopefully they iron out some of those issues and iron out the bugs, the gameplay changes, and then make the game a little bit more enjoyable. But so far, I definitely like the new direction they're going, especially for the more slower paced tactical gameplay style. Although it is it's still pretty fast, because it is a Call of Duty game that's definitely trying to make it a little bit more tactical, like Insurgency Sandstorm style. But this game definitely has a lot of potential becoming an awesome game for the COD franchise and a huge win. But then again, we don't know in long term, because we got 2 years before the next Call of Duty game comes out, and I don't know, can they keep delivering good content for Modern Warfare 2 for the past 2 years, like keep people engaging, you know, with Modern Warfare 2. I'm hoping they can, because after what happened with Vanguard, this game definitely, the whole franchise definitely needs a huge reboot, because Vanguard is absolutely dog shit, and I don't know what happened. World War II shooter then turned to time traveling futuristic game. I don't freaking know, but hopefully when they do Warzone 2.0, it will be a completely new storyline, not related to Vanguard or Cold War story stuff, related stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to the campaign, and you will be able to play the campaign a week early, so you can count on me playing the campaign a week early, because I'm really curious how the campaign is gonna fold, because I think the campaign is gonna be fucking wild, and hopefully it delivers. Hopefully it's not as short. I'm gonna assume it is gonna be a short campaign. Hopefully it's not as short as any other COD campaign, because I want it a little bit longer. And then once the weeks pass, we'll be able to check out multiplayer, Spec Ops, and we'll see all the cool stuff that multiplayer has to offer. Like I said, I'm really hoping Modern Warfare 2 delivers, because if this game absolutely step on its foot and fall over and flop, I don't know what to say with COD. I highly doubt it's gonna fail, but in terms of long-term, you know, live service, you know, for the game, I don't know if they're gonna keep the game, you know, the same like it was before, because you know how it goes. Balance changes, new metas, new weapon changes, movements, etc. A lot of things could be changed over the past 2 years, and I'm a bit concerned, you know, what Modern Warfare 2 is going to turn into in the past 2 years. Hopefully for the better, but we shall see. There's also a couple of games I also want to come back and check out as well. There is a game that I want to check out for a while, and that is Maximum Action. Now, I initially want to uploaded this for September, but like I said, I didn't really have the time, and plus my birthday was on the 30th, so that is one of the main reasons why I took a few days off, because my birthday was on Friday, September 30th, so I didn't really do any recording or uploads or editing those past few days. I just kind of took a chill pill and just, you know, relax and all that stuff. And now I am coming back into full production now that October is hit. So like I said, we're going to be ramping up the content pretty soon here and uploading a bunch of freaking new videos, and hopefully upload a few spooky games as well, because we got a lot of, you know, spooky games that I definitely want to try out, and hopefully it delivers. And hopefully I'll have a chance of coming back into Ghostwire Tokyo as well, because I've been wanting to come back to that game for a while. I just kind of lost interest in playing the game for a bit because other games came out recently and I kind of want to play those games. But now, you know, looking back at Ghostwire Tokyo, it has got a few big updates to fix, you know, quality of life improvements, hopefully fix the performance well. So we might come back to that game and we'll give it a shot, because Ghostwire Tokyo is probably one of the few hidden gems, in my opinion, for of 2022. It's not really, you know, the most, you know, craziest idea game. You know, it's your typical Far Cry style open world based game, but I like it because, you know, it has, you know, you're exploring, you know, Tokyo, and it looks pretty spot on when it comes to like the locations, the buildings, your surroundings, and I don't know, I kind of like the feel to it. The atmosphere is pretty good. Some of the yokai designs for some of the spirits look pretty crazy too. So I definitely want to check it out again. Again, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do the full playthrough, but we shall see. A game that we're also going to be coming back to is Back 4 Blood. Now, I've been wanting to play this game for a very long time. I want to kind of come back to it and play it again, but, you know, because you know, time constraints with my friends, I really didn't have the opportunity to play this game again, because I wanted to play this game with a full lobby with my friends, because Back 4 Blood, in my opinion, that's the way it's meant to be played. Play with friends. And now that a few of my friends got some time, well, we actually gotten some videos down for Back 4 Blood. We're actually almost beating the game, actually, like the base game wise. We're like about to fight like some big weird tentacle looking creature, and then after that is going to be DLC content for expansion 2, which I cannot wait to dive into, because that DLC looks absolutely freaking insane. But yeah, I think I think you guys are gonna enjoy the Back 4 Blood content that we have gotten. A lot of crazy shit happened, a lot of crazy clutches. I have to say this game is good, but there's definitely some crazy imbalance going on here when it comes to the enemy spawns, especially when it comes to the finale of some of these missions. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, even with the, you know, with a decent deck between all your squad members, with your teammates, it's almost impossible when they keep spawning non-stop enemies at you when you're trying to complete the objective. It's like, how the hell are you going to be able to beat the game, you know, properly if you're going to just keep spawning enemies non-stop? Like, you got to give some breathing room at least. You can't just keep spawning enemies. That's my problem with Back 4 Blood. It's just they gave it no breathing room. Left 4 Dead at least gave you some breathing room, you know, without making it too easy. At least Left 4 Dead has that opportunity where, okay, catch your breath, reload, get your shit sorted out. But Back 4 Blood is just, sometimes the game just gives you no chill, and to the point it just leads to a little bit more of a frustrating experience rather than being enjoyable. But that's just my opinion. But like I said, the game, even on normal difficulty, which is veteran, it feels more like you're playing on hard, because this game absolutely punishes you to the point, you know, if you're not communicating properly. And yeah, for the most part, yes, we're not a perfect team. Yeah, our teamwork and communication could definitely use a lot of work, but then again, you know, the whole point of playing this game is to have fun, and Back 4 Blood, you know, in my opinion, is definitely definitely more on the difficult scale. Is the challenging good? Yes, but again, you got to give a little bit of a breathing room for, like, you know, players to catch their breath, reload stuff, do some exploration, because you can't really do exploration in this game when you got constant hordes coming after you, and it's kind of bullshit. But for the most part, I do like Back 4 Blood. Is it better than Left 4 Dead? Absolutely not, but it's not a bad game. I just kind of wish the game is a little bit easier to go through, you know, especially, you know, having the continue system. You all die, then you can't continue because there's no more runs left, and I kind of hate that feature. But I get the idea of what they're trying to do. They're trying to make this game roguelike, you know, to put you all this, you know, different modifiers to make the game easier or harder for you. I get what they're going for, but I don't know. In my opinion, I think that whole system is kind of a bust, or just needs a little bit more of a balance tweak, which I'm hoping they'll be able to do in the future. But yeah, expect some more Back 4 Blood content, because that's gonna be a wild ride. Like, it took us probably like 3-4 hours trying to beat, you know, a few missions because we kept dying, but eventually we adapt, we gotten better, and then we eventually beaten the game, or the missions, barely alive though. But hopefully you guys will be looking forward to that, because man, it is intense. There's also a few games I want to check out too, and that is going to be Proteus, which is a retro FPS shooter game that I have been keeping an eye on for a very long time. Now, I think this game has been in early access for maybe 2018, maybe earlier. I'm not entirely sure, but it's been in early access for quite a while, and now that the game is actually out now, it just received its 1.0 update last week. Now we're going to be checking the game out fully to see what the game, you know, has to offer to us. Definitely a pretty cool tribute to like Doom and Quake. The crazy thing about this is that this is, you know, it plays like a retro shooter game, but in terms of like the rendering techniques, the lighting, the gameplay, it makes the game feel a lot more modernized compared to standard traditional retro shooter game, which is, like I said, very impressive that what these developers can pull off, you know, when they're making this type of game. They make the game look so good, but it still looks like shit with the pixelated and all that stuff. It's like Medieval. Medieval is definitely one of the best looking retro FPS game out there, and Proteus is definitely looking pretty high up there. So imagine Doom Eternal, but they kept the original art style pixelated. Proteus is definitely up in your alley, and I'm going to definitely be checking this game out, because after playing the demo, this game definitely has me hooked, and I definitely want to come back into it and play the full game, and potentially play modded maps as well, because this game does have mod support with custom levels and stuff too. So definitely gotta check that out. Hopefully it is a blast to go through, and we have a good time. There's a few games I also want to come back to. We got Steel Rising, the French Revolution Souls-like game. So far when I played that game, it felt a little bit easy. They did release a big patch to make the game a little bit more difficult. Some tweaks with the bosses as well, because I think the bosses are a little bit too easy. From what I fought in 2 bosses in the game, they seem pretty easy, so maybe they're gonna spice things up once we come back into it, because like I said, they did got some buffs, so we got to check that out, and we'll see if they made them harder or not. But so far I do like Steel Rising. It has a lot of interesting concept into it, a lot of interesting things, especially that it's taking place during the French Revolution with, you know, robots walking around, machines. I do like the idea, I do like the world building, but is the game going to deliver it? I have no idea, but we definitely got to keep an eye on it, and hopefully we'll have a good time as we keep playing the game, because so far I am liking the game. It's actually pretty solid. I also want to get back into A Plague's Tale, the first game, because we got A Plague Requiem coming out this month, and I kind of want to beat the first game before we start playing into the second game. I think the second game we're going to play and upload that, you know, some of those parts this month. Then next month it's going to be a lot more at Plague's Tale Requiem, because this game looks absolutely amazing. The first game I actually like quite a bit, although it is more of a self-based game, but the story-wise, the atmosphere, the gameplay, the way it feels, so far I'm really liking the first game, A Plague's Tale Innocence, I think that's called. So far I am really liking how the game, you know, feels and plays. So maybe Requiem will improve a lot of aspects that the game in the first game, you know, the mistakes that first game makes in terms of the gameplay, because the second game definitely looks more like it's going to be more combat based. You know me, I love combat, so hopefully they nail down the combat in this game, and we'll have a good time with both, you know, the first game, Innocent, and the second game, Wilker. Last but not least, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. We're definitely going to be playing that game this month, and this is also one of the sequel for Uncharted I have yet to play, which is Uncharted 4, as well as its DLC as well. So this is going to be a nice treat for me because, like I said, I never played Uncharted 4. I only play up to 1 to 3. So playing Uncharted 4 is going to be a completely blind playthrough, and I think it's going to be a fantastic game. Hopefully a fantastic port, because so far the ports for this PlayStation's games have been pretty spot on, especially with God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. Days Gone was a little bit wonky. I did manage to fix that, manually, and Days Gone went absolutely perfectly. So hopefully Uncharted Legacy of Thieves will be pretty good. It looks like a pretty good game, also a good epic conclusion for the Uncharted series. And like I said, never played this one, so I'm really curious how Uncharted 4 plays on PC and how the story unfolds, because so far from what I played from 1 to 3, the story is pretty fantastic, especially the cutscenes that those games has to offer too. I kind of wish they brought Uncharted 1 to 3 on Steam, or PC in general, not just Steam, just on PC in general, but Uncharted 4 we'll just do, but hopefully in the future they'll release 1 to 3 on PC, because I would like to play 1 to 3 again, because it's been a while since I played that game, so my memory is a little bit rusty in terms of the story. Regardless though, I'm still very hyped on playing Uncharted 4 as well as this DLC as well, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's a pretty fantastic port. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it today for this month's update, monthly uploads. Like I said, I might upload some scary games here and there that that is not in the list, or I might add them in the list in the description below. So keep an eye out for that description. It's always going to get updated once in a while, just to change some things up real quick. But yeah, expect some spooky games. Hopefully we play some decent scary games this month, because like I said, I haven't played a scary game in a long time, and I want to poop my pants. Hopefully the games we played this month is going to make me poop my pants. And I do miss playing scary games. That was I think horror games are like one of the first games I tried to play when I started my YouTube channel. So we'll see how it goes. But on that, guys, I'm going to end it here for now. Hopefully guys, like what you guys hear of the upcoming content I will be releasing this month. And if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you guys didn't, then hit the dislike button. It's up to you. And if you guys got any other suggestions of any other scary games you want me to play, or any other tips and suggestions how I should improve the channel, leave in the comments down below, and I would definitely check them out. And as always, a big shout out to all my long-term YouTube subscribers. Deep in my heart, I really appreciate your support. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here, and for that, I thank you in the bottom of my heart for sticking with me for so long. And for the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to the upcoming content I'll be releasing for the channel, playthroughs, reviews, etc. All the cool stuff, all the cool gaming stuff that you would expect. So keep an eye out for all those videos, all those upcoming content in the so forth future. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna end it here for now, and keep an eye out for the end of this month. Project Hokkaido trailer, teaser, potentially, who knows. Keep an eye out for that. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to Hokkaido. I'm planning to release that movie at the end of this year, and hopefully it is a blast. But right now, editing and making all the set pieces and editing in ArmA 3 is not fun. That's all I gotta say. It's fun, but it's tedious, so it's gonna take some time, especially me. So yeah, trailer, teaser, potential scene clips this month, so keep an eye out for that. But other than that, guys, until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.